we have started a new channel called GST with Tax Marvel, where we'll cover videos on GST return filing, GST compliances, GST provisions, and also we'll talk about your GST updates from time to time. This series we have started with an intention that we should share some insights on GST. So I'll request you all to like and share our videos and also to subscribe our channels. Thank you, friends. Thank you. Friends, today we'll discuss about GSTR 11, that is Return by Unique Identification Number Holder, that is UIN holder. It is a special return to be filed by foreign bodies or United Nations bodies or embassies, and this return is to be filed for claiming of refund. So we'll see how GSTR 1, GSTR 11 is prepared and how the return refund template will also get automatically filled in on submission of GSTR 11. In case of return by UIN holder, this is a return, right? Generally, they will not issue any invoice, but on the purchase, they will have input tax credit, or not input tax credit. I cannot say that word input tax credit. They will have tax paid to vendor. They will have tax paid to supplier, right? So once they will have tax paid to supplier, what will they do? They will claim refund from government. They will claim refund of the tax paid to supplier. So this refund will be filed through filing of GSTR 11. And there was a notification issued by government which said that the compliance of this UIN holders and all will be taken care by the government itself, right? So technically, there will not be any case that you'll get a return of GSTR 11 to be filed by any professional, right? For cancelled vendor, there is no ITC reversal and penalty because you are not claiming any credit. You are not claiming any credit. It is your loss. It is your loss. It's a cash flow issue. So GSTR 11 is to be filed by person who has been assigned unique identity number, right? It is only a statement for inward supply. It is only a statement for inward supply. Who will file? UIN holder will file GSTR 11. There is a change in GSTR 11, right? Understand. This form is to be filed on quarterly basis, right? If you don't have purchase in any given quarter, you don't need to file this form. It means if you have filed for any quarter and subsequent quarter if you have not filed, it is assumed that you don't have purchase in that quarter. Why this departure? Because all these agencies are privileged agencies, and for privileged agencies the rules are little different. In that case, government has said, okay, if you want to claim any refund, you file this form. If you have not filed this form, you cannot claim refund in that quarter, right? Next, there is no due date for filing this refund, GST 11. So any time after the end of quarter, if they wish, they will file. If they don't wish, they will not file. If they file, they will get the refund. If they don't file, they will not get the refund. It's a very simple form, right? Relaxation are there because they are privileged agencies. If you know, all these United Nations agencies, all these embassies, all of them, and if you'll ask me, there is a technicality. It is not actually relaxation. It is the benefit of government. Why? If they file this return, they will claim refund. So government is saying, no, you don't need to file. If you don't need to file, it's okay. Okay with us means I will not give you refund. So government is saying, if you want refund, you file. If you don't file, I will not give refund. So the government is saving money here. So that is where so many relaxation is given to them. You file, get the money, right? Next. So again, based on the whatever we spoke earlier, based on the registration profile, the login will only have this GSTR 11. So it has only two tables. It has only two tables. One, invoice received, credit note, debit note. That's all. So they will only have two tables to be reported: receipt of invoice, receipt of debit note or credit note. They don't have any outward supply or any tax liability, right? So in that case, they don't have to report any outward details, right? So you will ask me, sir, in case I have applied for a visa and visa fees is charged by Italian embassy, so in that case they will not charge GST on your visa fees, because embassies and all, they don't have any outward supply. Understand? They don't have any outward supply, right? So details of invoice received, you will have to enter taxable invoice received from registered taxpayers. You will enter your taxable inward supply received from registered taxpayer, right? So when you click on add, I'll show you. This is a table 3A, details of invoice received. So when you click on this table, GST number wise, invoice wise detail you have to provide, right? So I have provided any service like Tax Marvel Consulting Services, I have provided any service to Italian embassy. In that case, they will refer my GST number, they will refer my invoice number, they will refer the invoice number, invoice date, right, place of supply and rate under which. So there is no auto population here. GSTR 11 is not auto populated. So see here how much relief is given, but it is not like that. While granting refund, government will verify my GSTR1, the supplier GSTR1, while granting refund to these agencies. Because when I declare my GSTR1, I'll provide UIN details, and once I provide UIN details, it will get populated at the back end, not in the return. So it will not populated in your GSTR 11, right? So what will I provide? The GSTR 11 will be filled by United agencies or any embassies. They will provide supplier GST number, invoice date, taxable value and your rate wise details, right? So once I provide this rate wise details, I'll add details. So once I add details, so I have 50 invoices for the quarter. I have provided details of all those 50 invoices, right? Subsequently, what will happen? I have issued an invoice to the agency and they have said that you have to give me 20% discount because this quarter we could not avail any service. So give me 20% discount. In that case, I said, okay, I'll give you 20% discount. What will I do? I'll issue a credit note. So this Italian embassy, what they will do, previous month they have provided the invoice details. In the current month, they will provide credit note detail. We all know each and every credit note is to be linked to your original invoice. So first they will put GST number, original invoice number and then credit note. See, supplier GST I'll put, and then see here. Once I put my supplier GST number, the credit note number will be there, and then I have to put what? Your detail of your credit note and debit note, right? So see here, your credit note number, credit note amount and taxable value and tax amount, and then your GST number, right? So once I am putting my details here, so what this embassy has entered, it has entered number 1, details of inward supply, number 2, credit note, debit note details, right? What will happen? Preview. So 11. So after putting everything, you preview. Preview is nothing but draft of my return. So once they preview, the draft will come. So they have reviewed the draft. After reviewing the draft, they will file the return. Shiva, there will not be any ineligible ITC in their case because they are not taking credit. Ineligible, eligible will only come in case they are availing credit. So there is a difference here. They are paying tax to supplier, they are getting refund. In that case, in their case, eligibility, ineligibility will never come. Whatever they are paying to supplier, they will get the credit. Privilege agencies, right? United Nations or World Bank or all these agencies are there. So they are not taking credit. So if they are not taking credit, ineligible, eligible will not come here. Right. So see here, acknowledgement, file return. Once I click on file return, see, return I have filed, and last button you see, last slide, last button, generate RFD10. It means if I am filing my return, this return is my refund application. Thank you for watching our video, and we hope that you enjoyed this learning series GST with Tax Marvel. And don't forget to share, like and subscribe our videos, and do also tell your friends or colleagues who want to make their career in GST or want to get updated on GST aspects. Thank you friends. Thank you.